adding resistors. We've all enjoyed using resistors, of course, and everything is a resistor, in that for a certain voltage, a certain current will flow through. So resistance is, by definition, voltage over current. And this applies to anything. Strictly speaking, it's any path between any 2 points. So normally when you say of a device, that means just connecting it sensibly through its electrodes, passing current through it. An ohm is a volt per amp. But it also could be just between 2 points, and there are several paths between it. There are several devices. So what if we had 2 devices together? What do we do with those? Well, it depends if they're in series or parallel. Let's do a few examples. So if we have them in series, so this one's pretty obvious, pretty simple. So we have 2 resistors, R1, R2. What's the combined resistance? Well, it does mean if we put a certain voltage across here, they've got voltages V1, V2, we get a certain current to flow through. Now, Kirchhoff's laws, of course, tells us that there is only one current. Also tells us that the total voltage is the sum of the other 2 voltages. So for each one, I could write V equals IR. So if they have an equivalent resistance, a combined resistance of RT, that means you could replace them both with one resistor, RT, and the voltage and current would remain the same. Then this must be I, RT. It's only one I. So that's the thing with Ohm's law, of course, with V equals IR, the definition of resistance. You must make sure you have the right V, I, and R that match together. So I must say that this voltage is this one's current times this one's resistance. The total voltage is the total current times the total resistance. You can't combine them. So IRT is IR1, that's this one's voltage, plus IR2, that's this one's voltage. So RT is R1 plus R2. Pretty simple there. You just add them. So 10 ohms and 20 ohms is 30 ohms, obviously. If it's 10 ohms difficult to get through from there to there, and 20 from there to there, it's 30 in total. Every time you add a resistor, it increases the resistance. Pretty obvious, I know, but now let's try it here. Parallel. I'm not sure I spelled that right. Parallel. Okay, now what if we have them in parallel? So, a little bit tricky here. I'll do another video doing loads of examples. So, we had R1 here, R2 here. Current IT here, I1 there, I2 there. I could write out 3 voltages, VT and V1 and V2 there. But you can see already, I hope, from Kirchhoff's laws, voltage law, that all voltages are the same. If that's 10 volts, then this is 10 volts, then this is 10 volts. So, again, a combined resistance of RT. So we can apply Kirchhoff's law and say that IT is equal to I1 plus I2. Now I could write each I as V over R, couldn't I? As long as they match. So total current is total voltage over total resistance. Although as I'm only dealing with one voltage, I'll just call it V. And that's equal to V1 over R1. So I1 is V1 over R1. Okay, sorry, there is only one V. And I2 is equal to V2 over R2. There is only one V. So cancel the V's, and here we go. You add the reciprocals. Add the reciprocals, and why not? So, not as obvious now. Let's do one quick example. Let's suppose this is 4 and this is 2. What's the combined resistance? Well, 1 over that is 1 over 2 plus 1 over 4. That's 3 over 4. Tempting to put that as our answer, but of course it isn't. That's 1 over the answer. So RT is 4/3 of an ohm, so about 1.3 ohms. That might be about what you expected. every time you add a resistor in parallel, the combined resistance decreases. Because however hard it is to get from there to there, if I add an extra resistor here, it must be easier because you've got an extra path that you can get more electrons along for the same voltage. So it has to be less than the smallest of them, and indeed all of them. So it was 2 ohms. Now it's a little bit easier because you put another resistor there, another path there that's not as good. So it's down to 1.3. You could write this, of course, as RT is equal to R1, R2 over R1 plus R2 if you wanted. That would be 2 times 4, so that's 8 over 6, that would work. Just rearranging this. And then you would never forget to take the reciprocal at the end. The difficulty of that is that when you add in a third and fourth resistor, etc., in this formula you can just do plus 1 over R3, plus 1 over R4. Nice simple form. Here it gets nasty. It would be the sum of all the products of the pairs of them over the sum. And that would just get more complicated. So that's the form you normally find it in. Interesting. Adding resistors there.